Hello, I'm Saurish, and we'll be looking at the flaws and issues in this website for QA testing. First of all, this website lacks a logo and there is no organization name present here. The user might think this website is not a legit one. They might have been redirected to a fake website which is trying to get their credentials and account details. This must be rectified as soon as possible. There is no username that's present here below the enter your email. I think that field is required for the user experience to be improved because the user might not forget the username very easily. And many of the users prefer a first name and last name instead of entering the full name. So this is not a major issue, but this can be rectified to improve the user experience. A confirm and retype password field is required after I have created a password so that the user might not forget the password that they have entered, and it can be used to recheck whether they have entered the correct password they wanted to enter. And there is no captcha here. Well, if there's no captcha, then if we create an account and it can easily get created, but what if thousands or 10 lakhs of accounts are being created by robots and bots? They can create so many of them easily when there's no captcha. So this is required to stop creating a multiple number of fake accounts. Alright, when I try to create an account, I enter my credentials, and when I press create account, it doesn't simply create it. The user wouldn't know whether there's a mismatch in the email, or the password is weak, or the password is lacking the 8 letters with a special character, a capitalized letter, and a numerical letter to be included in the password. Nothing is being displayed. So this is a major flaw that must be rectified. And there is no prompt being displayed whether my password is weak or strong. There can be more sign in options like signing in with Google, Facebook, or Microsoft for creating an account can be better for improving user experiences. And below, I don't see any privacy policy or terms of use and agreements, and not even a cookie preference to manage the cookies. I mean, there's no pop up for accepting or rejecting the cookies in this website. And if I'm stuck at some point, there's no help option or support or contact information that's been present. So this must be rectified. Now that when I try to create an account, creating, well, I'm not getting any personalized experience. Like, I'm not even getting a mail that my account has been created, and it's not even verifying whether my email is legit or some wrong one. So nothing is being verified here. It just directly gets into the web page. The website is good, but with not much designs. I think it's lacking a user profile over here. User profile should be present here so that the user can go into their profile and to view their personalized information that they have entered, and they can add address or phone number, whatever they want. And this delete account should not be present in the first page itself. It must be present inside the user profile, so that if a user is not feeling that they need an account, they should not delete it immediately. And even if they delete it, they should get a mail that your account has been temporarily deleted, but you have like 7 to 10 days to retrieve your account back if this was deleted by mistake. But I don't get any of those messages. Well, when I try to log out, it doesn't ask whether you want to log out. Are you sure you want to log out or not? None of the pop up is being displayed. It just logs out simply. Okay, I enter my email and sign in. it doesn't give any reply whether my email is incorrect or there is no account being created with this email or whether my password is incorrect. Nothing is being displayed. And even if I've forgotten my password, I should get a forgot password option here, which would send an one time OTP to my mail ID to retrieve my account back. Nothing has been present here. So, let me enter my detail correctly. Sign in. Okay, it's now inside. And if I delete my account, it says I sure want to delete your account. This can be undone. Okay. Then here it says your account deletion has been processed. Even it says this has been processed. When I try to log in, it just logs in simply. I mean, this is not being reflected in the server side of the back end of the application when I delete my account. Okay, let me now inspect the page. Okay, it's good. Performance is good and memory application. Okay, let me check the local storage. Authentication token. Here it stores my user data, that is my email, verified, and my full name, but none of them are being reflected in the front end of the system, but it's being stored in the back end. Like I need to view my account whether I'm in the right profile or not. Nothing is being present here. Let's look at the forward backward cache. Okay, this not served from now. Okay, the page uses web blocks that are not currently eligible for back or forward cache. I mean, this page is prevented for by using the web blocks, because web blocks are used on a page so that the browser won't store page's memory. Like the user experience will be slower when loading the web page. Let's look at the lighthouse, and this is for both desktop and mobile mode. Okay, I've tried it in mobile and with different browsers. It works well. Even it's the mobile mode, it looks good. It's change. Okay, let me analyze. I mean, start time span. Yeah, the performance and the blocking, everything is better. And let me go back, navigate it, navigation. I'll analyze the page load. Everything is good in this page load. I mean, except the speed index, it's moderate. That's fine. But if you look here, reduced initial server response time. Root document took 950 ms. This initial server response time is little bit high, because I mean we need to reduce the server response time to make the page load faster. This can be due to several reasons, like due to the server load. If the pages require heavy database queries or API calls, it could delay the server's response. Or maybe due to network issue between the server and the user, or if the servers are not catching the data. I mean, it may take a long time to generate the initial page. Unused JavaScripts are there. Page prevented forwarder cache restoration. I said this due to weblogs. That's fine. Overall, it's good with performance, accessibility, and best practices and search engine optimization. Everything's fine. And the page, okay, I said, yeah. The server static assets with an efficient cache policy. Okay, it uses the first party cache, I mean cookies, and Cloudflare is being used. Okay, then I mean the security might be better if Cloudflare is being used. JavaScripts can be reduced, and I almost forgot something. And this access token, like this JWT, JSON Web Token, the access token, refresh token, and the user information are being stored in the local storage. It's a common practice for developers, but the problem is we should be careful while storing the access tokens in the local storage because it's vulnerable to XSS attacks, that is the cross-site scripting attacks. So to handle it more securely, some apps prefer storing it in the HTTP only cookies. So finally, there are no errors while loading the initial pages, and the page works in multiple browsers like Chrome, Firefox, in Safari, and even in across multiple devices like mobile phones and desktops. And even the lighthouse scores like performance, accessibility, best practices, and SEO are good. And console or network errors are not there, that's fine. Okay, when we try to view the page source, it's well defined, okay, and it also uses Cloudflare Insights with the beacon scripts to track and send data by adhering to their privacy and compliance. But it misses the CSP, content security policy. When web applications are often vulnerable to XSS attacks and click jacking and many injection attacks. So when an attacker tried to inject a malicious JavaScript into the site, CSP, that is content security policy, might help header might help to load the scripts and get the content from only the trusted sources. We can also check it. I also have checked it in the Google CSP evaluator. So when we type the web page and check CSP, cannot fetch CSP headers. This website doesn't have CSP to prevent the XSS attacks. So that's a major issue that needs to be resolved. Okay, now let's look at the security aspects of this website. Okay, I'll be using Kali Linux for this. Listen to my inventions. Cool. And then CRL. Okay, this website is just Cloudflare, everything's fine, but this misses something, that is rate limiting. I mean, the server can handle a large number of requests in a short period. If this happens, then many people can use the denial of service or DDoS attacks to flood into the system or make the system unavailable temporarily. So they should limit the number of, rate limiting to 1000 or 2000 for betterment of the website. Okay, now we'll try to use it with the Nikto tool. Since this website is, a task for us to identify the bugs, so I'm doing it. I'm performing some activity with the Nikto tool, which is not good to perform with websites. But still, this is a test website. I'm just trying it to showcase the performance. Okay, now we have scanned it with the Nikto tool, and then we found two IP addresses in Frankfurt, Germany, and they have two servers to reduce the load of the web page. And we have retrieved something. There is the anti-click jacking X-frame header is not present. So these are the type issues that are present in the website. Now I'll be telling them. Yeah. TLS and strict transport security HTTP header is not defined, and X content type option header is not set, No CGI that found. Okay, that's fine. Um, okay, these are the issues that are present in the website. We have scanned it with the Nikto tool. And as I want to say that Nikto is a open source web scanner, web server scanner, and that has been used in cybersecurity to identify the potential vulnerabilities and misconfiguration or even outdated softwares of the web servers. And its command line is written in Perl, and it's used by many cybersecurity professionals for web application assessment. Okay. Okay, now we are going to scan this website with this proxy. It is a OWASP tool. OWASP means open worldwide, open source worldwide application security project. I guess, yeah. So we'll scan it with this subproxy, and this subproxy can be used for intercepting the proxies and spider crawlers, passive and active scanning, everything. So we'll scan our website with subproxy, and we'll let know what are the main flaws that are present in this website that can be corrected. So let's look at it. This is a web application scanner or vulnerability assessment scanner. Okay, now let's look at the report. Hello. Reports. Okay, here's our scanning report. Alerts counts by risk and confidence. Actually, there are 3 medium risk, 2 low risk, and 9 information that's not there. So these risks might be a problem, so we need to avoid them. And let's look at the risk. First is the medium risk, is content security policy, header is not set. Then cross-domain misconfiguration and missing anti-click checking header. So these are the major issues. They might be really vulnerable. So next is low risk are strict transport, security header not set, and X content type. Option header is missing, and others are fine. So these are the fighters that should be avoided. That's it. Yeah. Okay. Actually, the X frame option. Oops. Okay, we have seen this type of alerts that have been present in the website. Now let's look at it in the securityheaders.com, whether they're true or not. Let's go to security headers, and then first we can scan their own website whether it's secure or not. Just a second. Scan. And they have an A plus security report summary. That means their website is working perfectly fine. And let's check this website for the task. Scan, and oops, we get an F grade security summary report, and these headers are missing, which can lead to vulnerability of the website. So let's talk about the headers first. And the first one is the strict transport security header. Actually, this is a good feature because HTTPS is being used in this website, but when the HTTPS expires, it can force us to use HTTP, I mean downgrade to HTTP. So the hacker can get into a man in the middle attack, and he can get into the page and get our details easily. Next, we have content security policy. And this security policy is used to stop the XSS attacks, that is cross-site scripting attacks, code injection, and clickjacking attacks. Next we have X-frame options, and this is the main thing which helps us to protect against the clickjacking attacks that's happening. I mean, if I would go to some another page and then here I select something like sign up now. This looks like a legitimate option or button, but if there is a click tracker behind this and if I click sign up, this may take me to some other random website, which means I mean to say that it can redirect me to a random website which the hacker wants me to get in. So he can get my details, my information when I sign in. Like when I click sign in Facebook, it can take me to a fake web page which looks like Facebook, but it's been managed by the hacker. Now the next thing is X content type options. So this can be used to stop the mind sniffing attacks. This prevents executing the malicious files. Like we can, I mean to say, X content type options should be set to no sniff in the headers. I mean, then only it can be a valid header to prevent the attacks. Next is the referral policy. So this controls how much the referral information is sent in the request. I mean, it prevents leaking the URLs with sensitive data. And last, we have the permission policy. It's formerly known as feature policy. Like it restricts the access to browser's features, like um, getting the location APIs, camera, and the microphone. And this minimizes the attacking surface from any malicious use. So thank you, and it's the end. The task that I've found some bugs, I guess. Okay, thank you, ma'am.